から気配がするからいると。
お嬢ちゃんならもっと健康的だな。いくらでも泣き叫んでいいぞ。
Hey guys, we're back with Arifureta Season 3, Episode 3, and trust me, you're not ready for the wild ride ahead. Let's get into it. At the start of the scene, we all thought Hajime would be off training, but it turns out he's spending quality time with Yue instead. Yue, filled with joy, even gives him a quick kiss on the cheek.
どうした?いきなり。
Beaming with happiness that Hajime is spending more time with her instead of running back to the labyrinth. Unable to hold back, Yue eventually asks, "So, does Shea mean something special to you too?" Hajime, calm as ever, responds, "She's important, yeah, but you're the one who's truly special, Yue." Hearing this, Yue's face lights up, though she playfully adds, "If Shea's special too, I'm totally fine with it."
シアを大切にしてくれて嬉しい。
Just as they're getting close, Kuki barges in, yelling out for Hajime. Their rare moment, completely interrupted. Yue is visibly frustrated, but she's not letting this precious time slip away.
から気配がするからいると。
Just as she's back with Hajime, the rest of the group walks in, catching them in the act. Shea grins and teases, "Not fair, guys. I want in too." Yue, unfazed, replies, "Go ahead, be my guest." Kaori chimes in, "It's barely morning. Have you no shame?" Meanwhile, in another part of the kingdom, Princess Lily meets with King Gahard, trying to negotiate an alliance. The King of Highlight is overwhelmed, facing constant demon attacks. The princess must also accept a political marriage to King Gahard's son, Baius, who seems less than gentlemanly.
それだけの土産話があるのだと楽しみにしているぞ。
King Gahard, curious about Hajime's abilities, shares that there's been a group of 4 masked figures in the city who seem dedicated to eradicating evil. And one of them wields a sword that's a near exact replica of a sacred blade. Princess Lily ponders, "This sounds like Kuki and his team are at it again."
恐ろしいですね。コウキさんたち何をやっているのですか?
King Gahard goes on to mention that Hajime has gathered powerful allies around him, including an exceptionally strong rabbit folk. Coincidentally, a rabbit folk prisoner recently escaped from jail. King Gahard finds it hard to believe it's all mere coincidence, while Princess Lily suspects Hajime is orchestrating the whole thing.
私にしわ寄せが来ることぐらいお見通しでしょうに。なんてたちの悪い。
Suddenly, a soldier enters, reporting that someone has come to see Princess Lily. The king and princess are puzzled. Who could it be? Turns out it's the hero and his group, Princess Lily, thinking to herself, "Asterisk, what are they up to now? They already caused trouble last night."
あなたたちが。
はい、そうです。俺たちです。
As Kuki's group waits outside, they're greeted by Captain Grid Half, who introduces himself and verifies, "Are you here to meet with Princess Lily?" He then gives Shea a contemptuous look, remarking, "Why isn't that non-human creature wearing a slave collar?"
よう、ウサギの嬢ちゃん。少し聞きたいんだけどよ。
Shea, stung by the comment, turns away, remembering that Grid had once attacked her village. Grid continues, "What's with that glare? Think I'd be intimidated just because you're with the hero?"
お嬢ちゃんならもっ
Shea swallows her anger and averts her gaze. Grid then suggests Kuki hand Shea over to the Empire.
この都人族を引き渡し願えませんかね。都人族の女が必要なら他を用意させますので。
But Hajime interjects firmly. "Hey, you lowly soldier, don't waste my time. Just take us where we need to go. Your issues don't concern me."
さっさと案内しろ。身の程わきまえろ。
Grid, taken aback, falls silent, stunned by Hajime's blunt retort. After that, Hajime's group was escorted to meet with Princess Lily. Curiosity evident in her tone, Lily asked, "Why have you come here? And the disturbance last night? Was that your doing?"
皆さんがここにいるのですか？納得のできる説明を求めます。
Hajime replied casually, "Disturbance? I have no idea what you're talking about."
ごまかしは許しませんからね。特に南雲さん。
The princess sighed, pressing on. King Gahard wishes to meet with you. But before that, could you provide me with some information so I can brief him properly? Hajime responded simply, just tell him we're here to visit an old friend.
落ち着いてリリー。
まあ、多めに見てくれよ、姫さん。
Receiving no real information, Princess Lily could only offer a resigned smile. She then asked Hajime directly about his intentions in the kingdom, but Hajime appeared intent on keeping his motives hidden. Shortly after, they were summoned to an audience with King Gahard.
皆様、陛下がお呼びです。
The king, intrigued by Hajime's power and skills, immediately inquired about Hajime's artifact-making ability and the technology he possessed that could shorten travel time.
私も王族なのに態度が。
お前ら、なんだそのリアクションは。
King Gahard hoped these innovations could benefit the empire, but Hajime dismissed the notion outright. King Gahard then made a strange request, asking for one of Hajime's beautiful female companions.
お前のはべらせている女たちもとんでもないな。
Initially, Hajime refused, but then he half-jokingly suggested, you can have Tio. She can be a bit of a handful, but she's actually quite something.
なんじゃと？なんという仕打ち、たまらん。
The king, however, showed more interest in Shea, because she was a beast man. Hajime deftly redirected the conversation, clearly disinterested in continuing down that path.
興味ないな。
おお。
The king then asked if there was anything that could convince Hajime to join the empire. Hajime replied bluntly, "Give me a way back to my world, and I'll consider it." The king chuckled, saying, "You're certainly not an easy one to negotiate with." After the conversation ended, a soldier leaned in and whispered something to the king. With a final statement, the king said, "All right, that's enough for now. I hope you'll join us tonight for the celebration of my son's engagement to Princess Lily."
リリー、婚約ってどういうことだ？
After the king departed, the group was left surprised. Kuki turned to Princess Lily, asking about the engagement party. She explained that it was a political maneuver, a means for the kingdom to secure alliances during these unstable times. Kuki, however, interrupted, "But do you actually love the king's son?" Princess Lily replied firmly, "This isn't about love, it's politics. For nobility, such matters are commonplace." Kuki, still indignant, argued, "But marriage should be with someone you truly care about, shouldn't it?"
結婚なのですから。
なんでそんなに平然としているんだよ！
Hajime, unmoved, interjected, "This isn't something outsiders should meddle in." With that, he walked out of the room, leaving a final remark, "We have more important matters to attend to." Hearing this, Kuki became visibly frustrated, muttering, "He always makes everything sound so simple, without even considering anyone else's feelings."
下手なことをするな。
あいつ
Shizuku and Kaori, however, commented, "Maybe he didn't mean it seriously. Sometimes people say things that don't match their true intentions. It could be the opposite." With that, the group settled down, preparing themselves for the big event tonight, though none of them were particularly thrilled about the engagement celebration.
ものすごく不安に駆られるのですけれど。
As night fell, Princess Lily dressed elegantly and readied herself for the grand celebration. Suddenly, Baius, her arrogant fiancé-to-be, barged into her room, dismissing her attendance without a second thought. Outraged, Lily yelled, "You have no sense of respect! Barging into a woman's room without permission? How rude!"
おい、お前ら全員出ていけ。
下がりなさい。
Unfazed, Baius responded, "We're going to be married, so what's there to be shy about?"
健康的だな。
He then attempted to humiliate her further, grabbing her and tearing her clothing to disgrace her during the party later.
いくらでも泣き叫んでいいぞ。飼い犬どもが入ってきても。
But at that moment, a mechanical insect descended from above, biting Baius on the neck and injecting him with a paralyzing toxin, causing him to collapse onto Princess Lily. As Baius lay unconscious, the insect departed, and Lily realized that Hajime must have sent it to protect her, leaving her both relieved and deeply moved.
ありがとう、南雲さん。
Meanwhile, Hajime and his friends were already dressed and ready for the evening's festivities. However, they had no real interest in the party itself. Their attention was on a different kind of encounter. They knew that the Howlia clan had successfully infiltrated the kingdom, and tonight, they were prepared for their move.
さあ、パーティーの始まりだ。
That was fire, right? Drop your thoughts on Hajime's squad in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Catch you in the next one.
身の程わきまえろ。